All right, so let's talk about Apple's upcoming iPhones. Because honestly, this year is shaping up to be one of the biggest design splits we've seen in years. On one side, you've got the iPhone 17 Pro Max, the chunky powerhouse, rocking a bold new camera bar and colors that scream premium. And on the other, Apple's surprising us with something brand new, the iPhone 17 Air, a phone so thin that honestly, when you see it in someone's hand, you almost have to double take. Now, I know a lot of leaks and renders come out every season, but this time we've got something better: real dummy units. These are the same physical models that case makers use to build their accessories, so they're incredibly close to the real thing when it comes to shape, size, button placement, and the overall look. So when I say this is the clearest look we've had yet, I mean it. Let's start with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, because this thing is a beast. The first thing you'll notice, and honestly, you can't miss it, is that camera design. Instead of the three separated lenses that Apple's been doing for years, the Pro Max is rocking this wide bar-style camera module. It stretches across the back, making the whole phone look more symmetrical and aggressive, like Apple really wants you to know, yeah, this is the phone for photographers. Even in blurry leaked videos, the camera bar just dominates. And colors. Man, the color lineup this year is interesting. The dummies show five finishes. You've got your classic white and gray, your stealthy black, a really nice dark blue, and then this muted orange gold shade. Depending on the lighting, that last one shifts. Sometimes it looks more golden, sometimes more tangerine. It's definitely the fun color this year. But overall, the palette feels modern, and Apple usually nails the finishes when these leaks line up across multiple sources. Now, in terms of shape, the Pro Max is still sleek, but the edges look slightly rounder compared to the super sharp titanium frame of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. There are rumors Apple might switch to aluminum this year, which, yeah, isn't as flashy as titanium, but if true, it explains the softer profile. And honestly, in-hand comfort could improve, so I don't think people will hate it. The back also looks like it has a matte satin-style glass, which should be way better at hiding fingerprints. So if you're tired of wiping down your phone every 5 minutes, that's a win. But then you put the iPhone 17 Air next to it, and suddenly the Pro Max looks chunky. And listen, it's not a thick phone by any means, but the Air is on another level. This thing is shockingly thin. Leaks put it around 5.6 to 5.7 millimeters at its thinnest point, and when you see the dummy held up in someone's hand, you almost think, is that even a real phone? It gives off serious iPod Nano vibes, but modernized into a full iPhone. The Air also dials everything back in terms of visuals. Instead of a giant camera bar, you get a clean dual lens setup that's way more modest. The bump is small, almost understated, which fits perfectly with the thin first design language. And the sides? Completely flat, very squared off, and with what look like clicky, physical buttons. Apple's clearly going for this uninterrupted, minimalist slab look. And in motion, it really works. Colors on the Air seem lighter too. We've already seen a sky blue dummy unit in hand, and it looks fantastic. It's brighter, fresher, and pairs beautifully with that razor-thin profile. I wouldn't be surprised if Apple keeps the Air colors soft and airy, no pun intended, just to underline the design contrast with the Pro Max. Now let's put them side by side, because this is where you really see Apple's strategy. The Pro Max is all about looking like a professional tool. Big camera bar, muted but premium colors, solid feel in the hand. It screams capability. The Air, though, that's the lifestyle phone. It's the one you show off for its ridiculous thinness, the one you slide into your pocket and barely feel. It whispers precision, elegance, design-first thinking. And here's what's cool. Neither of these looks feels like a compromise. The Pro Max looks like it's designed to flex power and features, while the Air looks like it's designed to flex thinness and style. Two very different personalities, but both still very much Apple. Now, a quick reality check. These are dummies and renders, which means what you're seeing is basically locked for size, button placement, and color direction. But we can't confirm things like the exact finish, the final material choices, or any of the internals. That's why in this video we're keeping it looks first only. No wild spec guesses, just what we can actually see. So, what's the verdict, looks-wise? If you want a phone that looks like a camera beast, it's the iPhone 17 Pro Max all day. That new camera bar gives the whole device a strong identity. But if you want a phone that's basically a piece of industrial design art, the iPhone 17 Air is going to turn heads everywhere. Honestly, it might be the most radical looking iPhone Apple's made since the original X. Now it's your turn. Which one do you think looks better? Are you Team Pro Max Power or Team Air Thinness? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I'm really curious how people split on this. And if you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more no nonsense tech breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one.